I mean, emotion is it's mid between. We have a triune brain. So the brain has what they call the R stem, which is the reptilian stem. Then it has the midbrain, and then it has the neocortex. So that's also consistent with the ratio, right? The irascible and the concupiscent. So the ratio is your reasoning, right? I mean, you have intellect, which is still, and then you have ratio, which is movement, and then you have so the thumos, which is the spirit, is this is the source of like your emotions. I mean, there's different. The Greeks thought that the emotions were centered in the liver, and there's definitely a relationship because I got hepatitis when I was in Africa, and I just became so irritable. It was amazing, and that's one of the signs of hepatitis. And I think that's where the Greeks got that idea. I mean, Hippocrates noticed that people that got hepatitis got really angry, because you're not processing your emotions properly. So, but emotions are, I mean, there's good emotion, and then there's negative emotions, and so there's a balance. But there are high. I mean, love comes out of the emotion. Anger is out of the emotion, and anger is very important. Anger is a really important component to the human being. There's a reason why God gave us anger. We should get angry about certain things. Things should make us angry. And but it's controlling the anger, it's using the anger as a positive force and not letting it control you. Because once it controls you, it takes over, and then it's the uninvited guest has taken over the house of the host. And people kill when they're angry, right? It's terrible. I mean, Sayyidina Ali, it's a apocryphal story, but it's an important story, and it's told in many, many Muslim cultures. This was something that was just told, reiterated again and again because of its meaning. So it is, I recognize that it's apocryphal, but it's important of the story of Sayyidina Ali when he was fighting in the battle and he was about to kill this man, and he spit in his face, and then he didn't kill him because he felt anger for himself. Like he was no longer fighting fi sabilillah, it was fi sabilin nafs, which is where a lot of people are. People are angry because of what happened when they were children. I mean, there's all this pathology out there. All these people shouting and screaming. There's a lot of people, like in America, there's so many people they were abandoned as children. Just abandoned. Because the modern world, you either have single mothers that have to put their kids into these daycares, and these daycares are with people, there are 30 kids in this room, and the caregiver or the two caregivers being paid minimum wage or not very much. I mean, they just don't have a lot of empathy to be giving each child those needs that it has. Those first 7 years are really important for children. If they don't get what they need, they're going to spend the rest of their life looking for it. And then it becomes tragic. And there's all these people, putting tattoos all over their body, now on their faces. Because it used to be, like when I was young, like if you were a rebel, you had one tattoo. Well, now everybody has one tattoo. So what does the rebel do? I'll do the whole arm. Well, now a lot of people are doing the whole arm. So now what do? I'll do the neck. And then now people are starting to do the neck. So what do? I'll do the face. It's, so it just gets more and more extreme. But the reason that a lot of people have a need to do these things is because they weren't looked at when they didn't get the glance of the mother when they were young, when they needed it. So they're going to spend their life bringing attention to themselves, dyeing their hair purple, doing outrageous things. And it's a tragedy. But it's all from neglect. I mean, most of the world's problems are just from child abuse. Really, just child abuse. There's all these abused kids out there. So terrible. I mean, even a lot of these sexual problems are related to child abuse. So many of these women were molested as children. And so, we have to have compassion for people because there's a lot of suffering out there.